All right, we're live, baby.
That's my knee.
I'm not going to just throw you guys into the deep end like last time. We are live.
Welcome back to A Couple of Fellas. The intro you don't always get.
Yeah, intros are hard. I don't know.
And today we are welcoming our repeat guest, Hamza.
Hamza.
Hamzard.
Ham salad. I like to be...
Ham salad. Oh, yeah, that guy at work was calling you ham salad.
That was Beeflo.
That was Beeflo?
That was Beeflo.
Is that B-flow or beef low?
Oh.
Beeflo?
Beeflo. It's B-tac-flow.
No, I'm talking about that, like, random-ass dude that we were in the conversation with Greg with.
No, not him.
Beeflo? So two different people, unique of each other, called you ham salad.
One called me ham sandwich.
Okay.
Beeflo called me ham salad, and I thought that was more creative.
Yeah.
Ham salad it is.
Yeah. Because ham sandwich is like...
A sandwich, all right.
But ham salad, you don't typically eat salad.
Sounds horrible, yeah.
I've had plenty of salads with ham before. I used to buy them at the library cafe all the time.
I'm not really like a mayo salad, egg salad-y type of guy often.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it was just salad with ham in it. It wasn't like a different consistency than normal salad.
Oh, club salad? No, there's a salad with like ham and cheddar for sure. Bacon, egg.
That's exactly
Cobb
what it was.
salad. Cobb
Something
salad.
like that, yeah.
We did it, guys. We invented a salad.
Anyway, transition.
No thanks, I like my
away
gender.
from salad.
So the topic I want to talk about was topics for this podcast.
I thought it was bits.
Oh, it is bits.
Little bits.
A little bit.
A little bit of a bit, a little bit of a topic.
A little bit of a bit, a little bit of that.
But what really grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears?
Fucking kids or people or fully grown adults who can't
or animals of small to medium size.
of varying brain matter sizes. It's partially because I'm really aggressive with my comedy.
Oh yeah.
Your art.
Your own brand of comedy.
I like to force things onto people.
Push the envelope, lick it, and then push it.
Pretty much. Spit on it,
Yeah.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A little dirty.
Yeah.
Your daddy's little vegetable.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, you like doing bits with people. What do you mean by aggressively? Like, describe a scenario in which you are aggressively doing a bit.
Are you stepping into their space? Are you close to their face as you...
Shove my... No.
That's aggressive.
That's pretty aggressive. No, I think it's aggressive because there's a lot of... This is like a snowflake generation. So I feel like not asking for someone's consent to just even fucking talk to them is becoming something...
You're very good at doing that, though. I've noticed that.
You asked for consent to have a conversation?
Literally one time, I was like, so there's this person, let's name them
Here we go again.
Let's name him Atom Bomb.
Atom Bomb.
Atom Bomb.
Oh, I got it.
Are their names Adam? Because that would be a bad name.
Wrong gender, wrong name.
Okay, then just say that's fine.
All right.
How about Hiroshima?
Hiroshima? Hero. How about just Hero?
Hero.
That's shorter. All right, Hero.
So Hero,
Anime.
I pretty much, without even knowing, because I have a very big mouth and very small brain, I like to just
like a pelican.
Yeah, I like to. That's a good one.
Thanks.
So I like to bring people in on bits because I think I like to have like a fun, loving, like raise the moral of where I
Fun, loving, and raising the morals versus aggressive comedy. I'm not really sure what type of bits you're talking about. Could you kind of like line this out for me?
Okay,
I don't work with you, so I don't know what your bits are.
So here are the two perspectives. From my end, it's like I think it's very fun, charismatic, loving. Like, oh, we're just having fun.
We're goofing around.
We're goofing. We're gagging.
We're gaffing.
Gaffs, laughs. H3.
Yep.
So on the other receiving end, I have perceived that they take it as aggressive and very uncalled for. So what had happened with Hero is that I called them out for like basically not... I was giving credit or credence to my friend who was doing a really good job at work, and I was calling him, hey, this is the task, like the leader of the task at hand. So Hero jumps up and basically said, no, that's me, and she was right. And I didn't realize that at the time, but I kept going with it because I'm a fucking idiot. I was still trying
I see what you're saying. I know. So there was a misunderstanding where you said someone else was the task lead, but someone else felt a little bit disrespected, like, oh no, actually I'm the task lead. And so you fucked with them a little bit and were like, I don't know, this person's doing all the work. Like,
I haven't seen
now I get it.
Like, kind of fucking around.
I need some example. Now I see what you're saying.
So when we stormed off, like, just running to the bus because we had to go somewhere.
Just left that one to simmer.
I didn't realize that everyone else in the office, like, apparently looked at Hero and said, ooh, what you gonna do about it? And that pissed her off because here's why. I should have realized 2 years ago she told me that she was bullied in high school and that never, like, please don't make fun of me because I take it very personally. So on the bus, I'm just fucking around with our friends,
everyone.
The other guy, whoever he is. Gandalf the Grey. And then I go to, talk to Hero in the back of the bus where she belongs.
Where all the cool kids sit?
Where all the 8th graders sit, you know what I'm talking about?
I remember.
So pretty much, I was about to, like, hey, what's going on? She exploded on me saying, that was extremely disrespectful. I'm so embarrassed. Like, that hit me all at once. I was in, like, a fun-loving mood, and I'm like...
Because I remember being there with you, and she said that to you, and you thought she was fucking with you.
Yeah.
You were like...
Again?
Yeah,
you just kept riding with it?
Yeah, exactly.
Tit for tat.
She was saying, like, it wasn't cool, like, in a serious voice, and he was like, yo, like, really? I remember you were very caught off guard by that.
I didn't know what she was talking about, because I didn't realize what I was saying was offensive. So, some people really take their jobs very seriously, which is commendable.
Yeah.
But
not for us, but
not for us.
Good for you guys.
Yeah, that's the thing about going too far with bits like that is, like, it's not always clear because one bit can, like, completely offend one person and not another. Like, the line is constantly different for every single person. God. And there's some people like
that's
that.
That's the sport of it.
This is like this is your idea of, like, displaying friendship. Is like, oh, we can kind of, like, take little jabs at each other because, like, it's funny and cool and we all get it.
Yeah.
But, like, maybe you don't know this person as well as you thought you did, or you don't know something about someone, whatever, and yeah, it can get very, like, hard to toe that line, and I've gotten in trouble like that before too.
I'm very lucky in that regard. My office is very round robin, people ripping on each other.
Must be nice.
There's a couple of people that it's like, okay, they've got a bit thinner skin.
Yeah.
There's one or two that aren't quite so jokey with it, and you don't target them. But
that's
for the most part, it's like, we're taking shots.
There are some people in my office. There are some people, like, the ones that, like, me and Hamza sit around that are super cool. Like, there was one joke that I can't believe I, like, actually said this in the office out loud to everybody who was listening, which is a good amount of people. But I sit next to this one dude, and he's black. Super cool guy. And I said something, I called him my brother once. And then he fist pounded me, right? Like,
yeah.
And so... I'm like, you got a brother right here or something, because he was saying how his brother lived far away. And so so then he fist pounded me, and then another kid in the office who's white said, what the hell, when I called, like, this other black person my brother, they got, like, super upset with me. And I was like, no, dude, the difference is when you're saying brother, you need a hard R for it to not be racist.
That's funny. You need a hard R.
You need a hard R on brother and not a hard R on other words.
That's so funny.
And like, I was like, oh my God, I just said that, but everyone laughed and it was fine.
Yeah. The other day, actually yesterday, I came into work 2 hours late, just started the day at home, because the night before, for some weird reason, maybe humidity or whatever, I got like 3 nosebleeds in the space of 2 hours. Mm-hmm. And it's been years since I've had a nosebleed otherwise.
It's also been years since you did coke, so...
Well, you'll see where this story is going. But I woke up and had one more in the morning. I was like, you know what? My stomach's a bit weird, nose bleeding. Let me just start the day at home, let that all settle, and then go in.
Yeah.
And like right when I got there, somebody said, hey, Steve, our boss is... Not you, Steve.
Yeah, of course.
Boss Steve.
Probably not.
He's looking for everyone, like, when you get the chance, stop by his office. So I do. And when I mention, oh yeah, something, whatever, I came in late because nosebleeds, there was me and one other guy in the office with him. My boss's immediate response was, you gotta lay off the, starts brushing his nose. Like, all right, I know I can be at ease at this workplace when my boss sees me. First thing on a Friday morning that he sees me in his office and he makes a me doing coke joke.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we're cool here.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff in our office. Like, there are definitely, oh boy.
Freya.
That, like, I don't know. I feel like people like around our level, I'm fine, but like I don't know. There is such a crazy chain of command at our company that goes all the way to the top. Man, it's big.
Is it like 6 people above you?
Yeah, I would say there's
At
probably
least.
like 6 levels above me ish.
I think that's when I look through Skype and you can see who reports to
Yeah,
who.
exactly. Yeah, climb the hierarchy. It's like so even going like one real level above me, it's like I'm gonna watch what I say.
1.5 is the most I'll go up with jokes. But
Man. Although you met my boss when we went out that one time.
luckily they went home early before I vomited on the bowling alley floor.
Oh god.
Oh, man.
Yes, luckily
Rough
he
night.
did go home early. But yeah.
I got hit bad.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Freya really lost that ball into that couch, man.
Aw.
It's worse than a nosebleed. Vomiting in front of your friends.
That is true, because she may never get it
Well,
back.
you were just lubricating the alleyway. I think that was considered.
It was on the carpet.
A longer run-up, dude.
Slip
Gather
and
more
slide.
speed. Yeah, exactly. Transfer that momentum into the ball.
Pretty much.
But yeah, I'm trying to think other time when I've gotten in trouble with bits like that. Nothing's coming to mind.
More in
right
school
now.
than work, if I'm being honest. It feels like comedy's coming back around. People are starting to get over the thin-skinned, snowflakey attitude.
Yeah.
People seem fed up with it. Like, I'm surprised I have a whole cohort of people that are okay with pushing the envelope on jokes.
Yeah, I wanted to actually. I'm okay with doxing him because I have said this to his face. But same guy, Greg. So we disagreed about a certain skit with. So I love Dave Chappelle.
Oh, boy. Divisive and hysterical. Let's go.
Yeah. So I think it was Sticks and Stones, his latest like special
yeah.
about like trans people. And Greg and I had a disagreement because I thought that because it was funny enough that it was okay to tell those jokes. And his opinion was it was too lazy writing to kind of like fall back on trans jokes. But my like counter to that was like it's like part of like the time. Like these days,
Yeah.
I'll give it.
Yeah, it was relevant.
is relevant. Yeah.
But I will say that it is, I think, the weakest part of that special. And some of the concepts are recycled from his own old stuff from a decade ago, from the LGBT stuff.
Zane's very into stand-up comedy.
Me too.
I think that it is absolutely justified if you are being funny enough. I think he was right on the crest, and I see why people fall on either side of that.
Yeah. I mean,
I
it's
think,
subjective.
and the rest of the special, I think, for the most part, was extremely funny, regardless of what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But the LGBT and all of them in the car metaphor and all, I think was a bit weaker than the rest of it. So I see why people would be complaining. With it being Dave Chappelle, he pulls it off and gets away with it. I would not have any complaints with him covering that material in any of his specials, but I would like to see him put out Dave Chappelle quality stuff.
Yeah.
That felt a little bit brassier.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like,
It wasn't unfunny. I just
Yeah.
think he could have polished it more, and it could have been very funny and undeniable
but
if you polish it to that
importantly,
point.
also the subject matter
I
was
like
not
that.
offensive to you, at least. Also,
that's
You're
true,
going
yeah.
for comedy.
Yeah.
Like, I absolutely think that. Look at fucking Jesselnick. Like,
yeah,
dark comedy is a thing. Louis makes those types of jokes and before he was a problem for other reasons.
yeah,
You gotta give comedians a pass on it as long as it is a genuine effort to be funny. If it's something dumb and contrived and it's just like a flat topical haha gay people,
Yeah,
like
it's
that's not funny. And you get called on that, I feel.
yeah, and you just look like an asshole.
I
more.
think it should be meritocratic without things off the table. If it's not good, they deserve shit because you shouldn't poke a sleeping bear if you don't have a good reason to.
Yeah,
But if you have a point to make, by all means, let loose.
yeah, sure,
I agree,
absolutely.
That's kind of like where in medieval times the only person
The
who could,
restaurant or the time period?
the time period.
Okay,
We should go to the restaurant or
I haven't
whatever.
been since
Is
I
that
was
where there's
8.
jousting?
Yes.
I want to go.
and then like I felt so empowered because I'm brown and there was like a white kid who's feeding me mutton. I was like, yeah, bitch, take that.
Dude, everything
And see
there
if
is
there's one
finger
within
food.
driving distance of
I
here.
don't know how many there are left. But
I
yeah, we should check
couldn't
that
tell
out at
you.
some point.
But no, so the ancient medieval times where there was a where like the comedian or the jester is the only person who can make fun of the king
Yeah.
and like not get their head chopped
Well,
off.
the only one who can speak honestly to the king.
Yeah. So it's like
Sometimes they were important court advisors.
exactly. So I feel like these are the modern time jesters who need to be uncensored, and this kind of goes into our First Amendment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Oh, freedom of speech.
absolutely.
Dude, Jordan Peterson. It all comes back to JP.
Yeah, it does, dude.
Yeah. What do you guys think of?
It's the
It's the only
You're
book
right.
I've read in the past 6 years.
Dude, say pounding dog.
Your right stop at the end of my nose. You're freely allowed to swing your fist around wherever you want until it's about to contact someone else, and you impact their right to life, happiness, freedom, whatever. But there is a line of realism that needs to be understood. When things are said in jest and not in the spirit of hurting someone or attacking a disadvantaged group, it's not the same as when somebody is actually targeting those groups. And it devalues the efforts of those groups to overcome legitimate stigma and bias and racism and sexism and everything else.
Yeah.
When you claim, it's dilution of a word. When you claim everyone is a Nazi, when Joe Rogan is an alt-right Nazi because he addresses the topic of trans people in his special, then the meaning of the word Nazi is so much weaker. And people who are actually getting together with torches and white hoods do not get the appropriate level of derision because it's being diffused over such a wrongfully titled crowd. You gotta stop being outraged when you shouldn't be. Outrage is only important and valid when it's in small doses.
When it's rare, yeah.
You are overusing it, and now it means nothing to be outraged.
Cried wolf. I will say, the way you talk, your vocal intonation sounds like I'm listening to a Bible lecture. not like a throwing shade. It's very proper. It's very you've got good.
I appreciate
your speech
that.
is very concise.
He enunciates well.
You enunciate.
That was what John Folivio said. The first impression one of our mutual friends ever made of me was that I didn't say enough in conversation, and it weirded him out.
It's like a robot.
That was the first impression he got from me.
My
You didn't pause while you were speaking, and something was wrong about that.
I wish I said less.
My advisory teacher in high school, she used to, or at least she did in her speech classes, put while you were speaking.
An counter?
Yeah, it was just pennies, and you'd hear clink, clink.
Oh.
She was so vicious about it.
Wow.
But I love her to death.
Drops it from up here. Big clink.
I will dox her because
You're just doxing everyone
listen,
now.
because her name is funny.
What is it?
Oh, well,
Gay
that...
Collins.
Nice.
I want to visit her sometime with my boy Matt.
Dude,
I gotta get Matt on this podcast.
Hell yeah.
Dude, Matt's like my Zane. I say
all of your friends. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so one summer I was doing an internship, and all the interns, we had a summer project. Every year they do it, just separate from all your other work. The interns get together and do a project over the course of the internship.
Yeah.
And you completely choose it yourself, and then at the end you present it. And we did this big telecon conference with video and everything with all the other locations of the company and all their interns and higher up engineers and stuff like that. And one of the it was kind of a big thing and so we did a rehearsal first, and this dude ripped me apart for my because I clearly came in very unprepared. I was very unprepared, and so I was kind of rambling through notes.
Would
trying
you say
not
you
to
were
read off of my notes?
Prepared?
Fuck you. But yes.
Damn, seriously.
So yeah, I really had to clean it up, and I
damn.
still hit an or two in there on the cleaner version when it was actually live. But yeah, when I'm trying to present information, I definitely hit a lot of trying to connect my points.
Drop a coin.
Fuck you.
Drop a coin to your witch.
This is exactly what I felt 100 times over.
You should
Every
stop saying
time.
Oh, dude, this is...
I stopped saying
That's ear rape right there.
It's like that
You can't
bass
say ear
boost.
rape. That
Hey,
triggers me.
hey,
Ear
I'm
rape
offended.
victims.
Did you consent to me being ear raped?
I did consent, yeah.
Did I consent?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's ask Miss Collins.
Yeah, really.
Dude, true OG, probably my favorite teacher of all time. No, not
Yeah.
She taught me how to be
About
a good...
the birds and the bees.
About the birds.
And honestly, is there a more important lesson?
No, because that's what drives us to...
Ooh,
To do anything.
hit him with that biology.
Bro, so I swear to God, everything we're doing is related to fucking.
I don't want to tell you that's not an original point, but
yeah,
it is
Even
also not
buying
an
condoms?
inaccurate point.
I don't care.
Even buying condoms.
Is that related? I don't think I can draw the connection.
Here's the thing. I can, and I'll make this so... Alright.
Direct.
Trace
So-
that for me.
Listen. If a girl wants... Listen, okay.
Oh boy, let's hear it.
Tell me, Daddy.
Do you always wrap your ding-dong?
No. Mom, stop listening.
Okay, guys. No,
Mom, tap out in 2 or 3 more minutes.
so my thing is, you wear a condom, not by your own volition, but only because you don't want to get her pregnant. You don't want to get an STD, or she asks you to.
This sounds like it would be your volition.
But
making
anyway,
the decision
keep going.
So,
Keep going.
so if the thing is, at least in my perspective, I'm not going to wear one just to make it not feel good, you know, or like to last longer.
Okay.
I'm a blowing 40 like Daddy taught me to.
You know, one and done, out. I'm in and out in an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Like a ghost in the night.
Cops are coming, gotta go.
So the thing is, wearing a condom, I feel like, is just to, let's say you're not just fucking around. Assume that's out of the equation.
Okay.
Let's say you like this girl or a guy, whatever.
Yeah, it's 2019.
I would-
Fuck.
Still dating your papers wrong?
Yeah.
I would wear one just to like please her so that I can nut in her one day. It's an
I
interesting
see what you're
perspective.
saying.
Chivalry truly is not dead.
Feel free to rip my asshole apart. I can.
If you're putting this out there as a message to all the eligible ladies that might be interested in you in your day-to-day life, now they know what your aims are, and I think it's going to help you out.
Hell yeah, bro. This is just a way for me to care about you, babe.
A letter to
We know who you
my wife. To my Ferrero wife.
Or it could be, you know,
Ferrero too. Who knows?
could be man, woman, dog. I don't, oh,
Well,
let's talk about bestiality.
Why not? While we're here.
Freya,
I mean-
go in the other room.
Look at her just staring me like.
No,
a
stop it,
beautiful
bud.
daughter.
I'm sorry.
That's my daughter. Anything you do to her, I'll do to you.
What are your intentions with my daughter?
I wanted to pet.
I'm gonna
this-
pet her a lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I have a story.
Is it
Where?
about bestiality?
So it's not my bestiality, but it's a friend of mine who I knew was a
Named
friend.
Hamza.
Hamzi.
Hamzi, shout out.
Tell me about this bestiality.
When I was in high school,
Oh boy.
everything happened in high school.
Yeah.
So when I was rejected, so last episode we talked about my love of my life, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And when I got rejected,
Good memory, dude.
dude, when I got rejected from Jay-Z, I was crushed, okay? I had to find a new outlet in life, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we went to PAX, me and a couple ex-friends, let's call them
The X-Men.
C-nanners, and
I don't know what that comes from, but I'm down with it.
I think C-nanners is a Minecrafter. Or
He is, yeah.
Is he? Okay,
Yeah.
so C-nanners is, let's call him the, I don't want to ruin the story, but, so C-nanners, and then there's,
Captain Sparkle.
actually that's perfect because he's gay.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry about that. Don't demonetize
It's just
me.
a bit.
It's just a bit. Your Honor, it was just a bit. So pretty much,
So you're going to PAX.
I'm going to PAX East 20-something, and this was my first year at college. I think I was going to one of the branch campuses.
Yeah.
And then what happened was basically I went with them for a 3-day weekend in Boston. We all shared a hotel room because we were all like, oh, we'll save some money. I don't like you like that.
Yeah.
So what ended up ensuing was that long story short, PAX sucks because
You couldn't find a waifu?
not only that, but I had found out that the friend who I thought was my best friend wanted to turn me into a furry.
Ooh.
Sounds like a waifu.
What's the problem here?
I see this as an absolute win.
So no, I feel like if you like you can do whatever the fuck you want, but don't force it down my throat. I feel like you can be a furry.
Captain Sparkles wanted to make you a furry
Yeah.
while you were at PAX?
So he was
sharing a hotel room? Oh, there were more pieces that fit together.
Yep.
Okay.
So Captain Sparkles pretty much was showing me his fursona, it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Word dope. He was telling me all about Bad Dragon, which is dragon dildos and shit.
Whoa.
He was trying to poke my interest, hey, does this?
With a dildo?
Based on real dragon dicks?
I guess so.
Then you seem like you'd be into that. You're wearing a Skyrim necklace.
Oh, I am today. So you seem like a type of guy who might like furries
or dragon dicks.
or dragon dicks.
Dragon tails, dragon tails.
So I pretty much found out about him, and my other friend, C. Nanners, he thought it was appropriate as a 17-year-old or 18 to tell me that he was into not only necrophilia,
Whoa!
but pedophilia.
Double whoa!
And
then he used a polymerization card on them.
fusion ha!
Yeah.
Ended up with bestiality as his kink?
No, there's two guys.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
But there's the furry, and does this man evolve into bestiality?
So years later, I found out he has 3 enormous dogs.
Oh,
and
no.
his house is a zoo. He has 3 dogs. He has, I think, some kind of bird, 2 cats.
Can you even fuck a bird?
I think he has Does he have cockroaches?
Oh, so it's a harem.
Yeah, that's essentially. We also like
emphasis on the hair.
Nice. Stop me in my tracks.
Maybe it's a harem spelled that way as the pun for the title.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna kill
myself.
Yeah.
Okay, but
right,
was bestiality ever actually a part of it, or is the furry the connection?
Yeah.
To
So what had happened at PAX? Like?
You think this dude's fucking his dogs?
No, I am the type of person to like open up people's clamshells for some reason because I like to listen to people as opposed to being bolsterous with my.
When you start every conversation with "Nice to meet you," tell me about your sexual kinks. I'm sure you get some good stories out of it.
Yeah, people.
That was how you introduced yourself to me.
People open up their mind and their legs very quickly. So, I don't remember the exact details. This could be another story, but it ended up being that being a furry was his like legal and safe way of kind of exploring bestiality.
Well, that's a good turn. I'd rather it be that.
Yeah, me too. So like, it's not so much that I was railing him on bestiality. It's just like,
don't dump that on me while we're away for the weekend. We're having a boys' weekend. I'm looking for a waifu, and you're trying to hunt me like a Shih Tzu.
Essentially, yeah. You see, you can pick up on my bits and.
So it sounds like you said PAX sucks, but it's just these 2 dudes that ruined it for you.
I hear PAX is a great time, aside from the furry action. In the hotels.
Exactly.
So, I feel like if it wasn't full of like sweaty nerds and butt crack and
that's gonna be a part of it.
That's aside from that, I met like Uber Danger who played League of Legends. I met Kiori. I met Odd One.
Are these all pro gamers?
These are all pro gamers. And then I met
Elite stuff.
Mr. Cow. He played. If anyone plays League of Legends, he was a master at like Master Yi.
I don't think you're going to get anything out of me and Zane.
Cowsep.
One of us plays.
The only master I am is one of bait.
There you go. Alley-oop. His name is Cowsep. So anyone who plays League, which many of you fucking nerds do.
Many of our 6 fans.
I bet. I'm willing to put money on the table that all of you have played League once in your life.
I have not, so you might be missing the mark on that one.
Ooh, good catch.
I read a story, probably originally posted on Reddit, but someone who worked in a hotel where there was a furry convention.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard about this event?
Rainforest.
Oh
Rainforest, which has been banned from tons of hotels now all over because apparently the people will just like shit everywhere, fuck everywhere, no regard. They want room service brought up in like dog bowls, litter boxes, and they want the people to just, apparently it is a horror story of just fluids and feces and animal play throughout the whole hotel, including when there's regular guests there. People just walking around in leather and studs and skin and fur.
Dude, not even just that, but they did other like just shitty things that had to go way out of their way to do. Like they just jammed a bunch of towels into the hot tub and like ruined the pump, which was like thousands of dollars in damage, and ruined the hot tub.
It sounds like a biological attack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they really hit this hotel from all angles.
I didn't think furries were going to be just shitty people on default.
I don't think they all are.
I wish that wasn't the case, because Rainforest would have been a trip to check out. But
I don't know if I'd want to go anywhere near it.
You haven't opened your third eye, man.
I guess not, yeah.
You tried DMT?
My chameleon eye.
So THC.
Yeah.
It's 5 times more psychoactive. Eat an edible. Then you'll go to Rainforest.
You see where our inspirations come from.
Yeah,
right. We're all part of the Rogan spawn.
I think we mentioned Rogan at least every other episode.
Probably.
Jordan Peterson and Rogaine.
Yeah.
Rogaine and Jordan B. Peterson.
Hey. our inspirations.
Man.
Has Freya gotten a shout out at all?
Oh yeah, she's
Oh, yeah.
All right, our listeners know very our. Like
yeah. No,
like I'm
for
part
sure.
of this
They are
podcast.
our listeners. They're listening to us right now.
You are one of the couple of fellas
Yeah.
at this moment.
I think we picked this name because it's kind of vague and it's you can kind of just have like a whole bunch of fellas.
Join our
you know what I'm
podcast
saying?
network.
No girls allowed. No
Nah.
cooties.
A girl can be a fella, just
Yeah,
like a
for
girl
sure.
can be a dude. And I don't mean that in the legally binding T in the metaphor.
Oh, she's
Everything
so
all wraps
jingly.
Aw, jubilant.
Jingly.
Oh, jingly.
Freya's
Yeah.
got all the blingly on her collar.
Oh.
Yeet.
An emotional support dipshit. Maybe we'll put you on the logo for the podcast so everyone knows who we're talking about. You should be the mascot. You're made out of fluff and stretch.
Well, she participates every.
Yeah, you
almost
can
every
hear
time.
her bothering us to play fetch most episodes.
I'm trying to think of a good would you rather to give to Hamza, but nothing's
Oh.
coming to mind.
Oh, we
Just
were playing
say
this at work
anything.
yesterday. And my coworker, Steve, not you, Steve.
Yeah, of course.
Not my boss, Steve, but coworker Steve, also from UConn.
Whoa.
UConn Steve does a
Okay.
great job coming up with would you rathers.
Do you have any to shoot?
I have
us?
a couple.
Yeah,
All right, let's
throw them our way.
See what happens.
First, would you rather be paraplegic or have your mouth wired shut for the rest of your life?
Ooh, mouth wired shut.
I gave up paraplegia. I would take that for sure.
Really?
I don't want to talk like this the entire rest of my life, and I want to be able to eat whatever I want. Eating and talking are a big part of my
But you
life.
give up your limbs?
I'd give up the bottom ones. And then I'd be that guy rock climbing from a wheelchair, inspiring people. When I had my back issues and I was having like nerve damage in my legs and I thought I might end up in a wheelchair, I already played the scenario all the way through in my head.
Damn.
And I'll still be in the gym. I'll weighted pull-ups with the wheelchair weight.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm still going to be doing stuff. I can live with it. I want my mouth.
There was this guy wrestling at the national tournament that I used to wrestle at, and he didn't have any legs.
So his
Zion
upper body
Clark.
was 2 times
Zion?
as strong.
Zion Clark, yeah, and it was
That's a name.
strange watching him wrestle, but I mean he did well. I saw him win a match at nationals, and Netflix made like a thing about him.
Holy
That's
shit.
sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe they were
Yeah,
there
it's like
filming.
it's like 15 minutes long. It's not like super long, but yeah, Netflix like made this like thing, and you can like watch all about him and stuff. It's crazy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, mouth, legs.
Oh yeah. What do you think?
Not to be a contrarian or anything, but I
I
would
have
almost,
one on each side.
Well, since you posed the question, I'd be contrasting you,
All right.
but I'd like to bring to light the fact that could I put a straw in my mouth and have liquid food
Yes.
like Soylent?
Yeah, that's what you
Only
would do if it's wired
That-
shut.
Yes.
I protein shakes, delicious. Soylent, not so delicious, but
Soylent Green is made of people.
I mean, if that's what it comes down to, I'm either gonna.
I think you guys are both leaving an important part out of this, and your oral game's going to suffer.
Oh, let's talk.
I'd
about
rather
that.
have shitty or no oral game than no legs, though. I don't know.
Nope, I'm standing by this all the way
Okay.
through.
So
And I can give TED lectures on my inspiring lifestyle
Mm,
with my working mouth.
that's true. Yeah, not being able to talk seems like this private little hell that you're in.
Even if we give you the benefit of saying you can talk
Wait a
without moving
second.
your jaws.
Kanye West recorded a whole song called "Through the Wire" in which his mouth was wired shut, and it's a banger. I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Well,
Oh, does
you
that-
guys both going with keep the limbs, lose the mouth?
I think so.
So I want let's get this oral game out of the way. So
Wait, can I be like that runner, that Olympic runner with the fake legs?
Oscar Pistorius.
Can I get fake legs?
Can you murder your girlfriend?
Do I have to be in a wheelchair? Or can I get fake legs?
yeah,
You're
that's
paraplegic, so you can't move from the waist down. Your dick still works though. That does,
Oh.
that's an important part. That's a different
It's
set of
just-
spinal connection.
It just missed that whole
No, that's a different nervous system. It's not your whatever
PS
Legs.
CNS?
somatic nervous system. It's your other
Okay.
autonomic
Is the PNS connected to the
peripheral nervous
penis
system. Nice.
or the or the CNS?
All of those feely things that make sex feel good are the PNS in your
Okay.
PN.
Hell yeah.
PNIS.
Gotcha.
All right, fine. So you guys give up the mouth.
Yeah, I think so.
But wait,
Okay.
there's more.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you rather have one leg a foot longer or one arm a foot shorter? Your dominant arm.
Shorter arm.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
Well,
Dude, having a foot longer leg,
yeah, but you
That
could have
might be
a,
time to amputate and do Pistorius.
You could have a stilt,
a stilt on the other. Maybe.
something like that. Like you could modify that.
Imagine being a foot taller.
Yeah, that'd be pretty. Like,
7'5". If you put the Pistorius bounce on, you could be dunking in the NBA, Steve.
Dude, I would be 6'9".
That'd be pretty crazy.
I'm foot.
But you have still. I
think I take shorter arm.
Yeah.
But that might be a tall guy bias.
Only for me, because I'm average height. I'd love to be 6'9".
What if it's just
That's
one leg? Your one leg is a foot longer, but only because your other leg shrunk a foot.
Nope, but then they're both shrunk. That's not the
No,
would
no,
you rather.
your other one's the same. Just
Oh,
the
not
other
like-
one's, your arm's a foot shorter.
Your leg.
Your leg. Sorry, I mean your leg. Your leg is a foot shorter, but your longer one is.
This
the
is an
same
alternate
length
would
as
you
your-
rather. I'll have you
No,
know.
no, no. It's the same thing.
The longer leg and
You
shorter
said your
arm
arm.
contrast.
Did you say your leg grows a foot,
Yes.
or one is a
Yeah.
foot longer than the other?
No,
One grows a foot.
it gets an extra foot.
Oh, okay.
Or your arm loses a foot.
Yeah, it's still the arm one.
I'll take a stubby arm.
Yeah, same.
I don't know. Like, it's just so funny to me being 6'9". Or
With
no,
a-
wait.
yeah.
With a perpetual limp, though.
No,
Well-
get the Pistorius leg.
So here's the thing. I'm 5'9", which is 69 inches.
That's pretty nice.
Or I could be 6'9".
Which is tall and nice.
It's tall and not nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I feel like you would also look like a freak with these super long legs and like normal sized torso.
Just I can't wear shorts for the rest of my life, but that's okay. Look at my legs. Fucking disgusting.
I don't know
So-
about disgusting, just hairy.
They are that.
But like, there was one topic that I wanted to talk about. I totally forgot.
Is it a would you rather? Could you frame it as a would you rather? We like doing would you rather.
I think it was like ending the
Third Reich and how they shouldn't
starting
have.
Fourth Reich,
Oh, even better.
World War III.
Nah, we're
It kinda-
dodging World War III for the moment. Well, although we are like 100 minutes to midnight on the doomsday clock. Or 100 seconds to midnight.
Yeah.
Something close.
Nice.
Yeah, right?
Can't wait.
Sick.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Well, we'll come back to you once we figure out what the next topic is going to be. Thanks for listening to A Couple of Fellas.